Alright, what is good, y'all? It's your boy EzReacts. What is good, y'all? It's your boy EzReacts. Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Ez, and I'm back with another reaction. And today we're gonna be reacting to. Alright, what is good, y'all? It's your boy EzReacts. And today we're gonna be reacting to Every Deserved Death in The Walking Dead. Make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below who do y'all think death was deserved the most. Hey, let's hop into this.
Lizzie Samuels. Lizzie, bless her heart,
Oh
but
yeah,
not really, thought those grown
Lizzie.
walkers were just misunderstood pals. That's already
Yeah, I didn't really care about her anyways.
But then she takes it next level crazy. She literally murdered her little sister, Mika, just to prove her point. She wanted to wait for Mika to turn so everyone could see she was still the same.
Don't worry.
So retarded, bruh.
I didn't hurt her brain.
Oh, and she was
I don't
seconds away
blame
from doing
Carol
the
for
same
killing
to
her
poor
either.
baby Judith. At that point, Carol,
What
her
she get?
adopted mom figure, had to make the ultimate awful call. With Lizzie being a full-on, unstoppable threat to everyone else, plus she clearly wasn't living on the same planet anymore,
She really don't even give a fuck about Micah for real, bruh. Like, that's your own sister. Like, she was crazy.
Carol had to take her out. It was a sad ending, but honestly, it was the only way to keep the few good people left safe. It was a necessary.
Yeah, but can't trust her.
Dr.
Can't trust
Edwin
her.
Jenner. Jenner's death
Oh
was
yeah,
the
the doctor,
quiet,
bruh.
sad kind of deserved. Here was the last CDC scientist, the guy who was supposed to have all the answers. Instead,
And he didn't have
gave
shit.
up. When the power was failing, he lied and trapped Rick's group inside, ready to blow them all up because he couldn't handle living anymore.
The thing is, he almost had it though in the beginning, and he fucked it up. Yeah. I don't know how this nigga's a scientist or whatever. Retarded.
He was a coward who decided to make that choice for everyone else. That's the selfish part. He wanted to take a whole group of fighters, including a little girl, with him. So when he finally let them go and chose to stay behind with Jacqui, his suicide in the explosion felt like he was just cleaning up his own mess. The world had already run out of patience for quitters. Randall Culver. Randall Culver was this young guy, maybe around 20, who ended up running with a really bad group of survivors. His crew was dangerous. They did awful things like attacking other people and worse. So when Rick's group
I
ran
remember
into
him too.
a shootout happened, and Randall got left behind, impaled on a fence. Rick, Glenn, and Herschel saved him instead of letting walkers get him and brought him back to the farm as a prisoner. Everyone was nervous about keeping him alive because he might lead his old group back to attack. But Randall begged for his life, saying he wasn't like them. He was just a normal kid who went to school with Maggie and lived with his mom before everything went bad. Unfortunately, he also slipped up and let on that he knew where the farm was. Shane didn't trust him at all. He tricked Randall into thinking they were escaping together, took him into the woods, and then snap.
China.
Broke his neck. It was quick but cold. Later, Randall came back as a walker and Glenn had to finish him off. Poor kid never really had a chance, but a lot of folks felt the group couldn't risk keeping him around.
Be honest. Fucking left him for dead, so like. I probably wouldn't have killed him, I ain't gonna lie. But if we had to, then I don't really care.
Spencer Monroe. Spencer was the absolute worst kind of guy in the apocalypse. Rich, entitled, and totally useless. He came from
this
the founding
nigga,
family
I
of
didn't even care
Alexandria,
about.
but spent all his time moping and blaming Rick for everything. He never did the hard stuff, just whined. He thought he was clever when he went straight to Negan, the big bad, and basically said, "Hey, that Rick guy's a terrible leader. You should kill him and make me the new boss."
Yeah,
Negan
that
had
nigga
a perfect comeback.
was
He said
sliming
that
people
Rick,
out.
despite his faults at least, had the guts to work for his people. But Spencer, he was a weasel who tried to get someone else to do his dirty work. Negan literally said, "You've got no guts," and then bam, he sliced Spencer right open. Spencer fell to the ground
he
holding
get,
his own
bruh.
intestines. It was the most ironically brutal, humiliating end. The guy with no moral
That's
guts
what he
ended up with
gets.
no actual guts. Seriously deserved, if you ask me.
Yep.
Laura.
Laura.
Laura was one of Negan's most loyal saviors from the start,
Yeah, I
helping
forgot
run
what
his
happened
brutal
to her,
outfit
man.
and enjoying the power. She held people at gunpoint, forced others to watch horrible punishments, and stayed fierce even when things got tough. After the saviors lost, she switched sides, surrendered, and eventually settled in Alexandria,
Yep.
even joining their council years later. But old habits die hard, and soon she ended up with the Whisperers, even though for a bit. When Beta caught her trying to protect Gamma, he grabbed her, swung her around, and smashed her head against the cell wall until their necks snapped. A sick way to go, but after all the pain she helped cause, she finally got slammed for good. The governor.
The
The cold-blooded
governor.
murder of the governor's
goat.
death was a long time coming. When it arrived, it was the perfect ending for a man who had completely lost his soul. He tried to be better, to pretend he was just Brian for a new family, but his true nature, that of a cold-blooded, remorseless, and sadistic mass murderer, was always there. His final act of evil was killing
that nigga
Herschel,
was a
the group's gentle
psychopath.
moral compass. He wanted to crush their spirit by murdering their most beloved member in front
Yeah,
of everyone.
R.P. Herschel.
That moment proved there was no redeeming him. So his end was perfect justice. Michonne, whose friend he tortured, stabbed him first.
Yes, sir.
But the final blow came from Lily, the woman whose family he swore to protect before getting her daughter killed.
I shot
He was
her.
destroyed
Shot his
by the
ass.
very people
Yeah,
he
what
had
happened to
personally
her?
hurt the most.
Anyways.
Shane Walsh. Shane Walsh was Rick's best
My boy
friend. But once
Shane.
Rick came back, Shane completely lost it. Driven by his obsession with Lori and his belief that he was the better leader and father to Carl, his sanity went out the
Yeah, that
window.
nigga crazy.
His biggest deserved death moment was the cold-blooded murder of poor
Yep.
Otis. Shane shot Otis in the leg and left him to be eaten by walkers, just so Shane could escape with medical supplies and look like a hero to save Carl. That was the point of no return. He sacrificed an ally to save himself.
I know what kind of man you are.
Finally, he
Yeah,
lured Rick
R.P.
onto the middle
Dale.
of the field, planning to murder his best friend and blame it on an execution.
To be honest, man. Shane had it coming, bro. Like, you were doing way too much, bro. What the fuck was you doing? And
Executed prisoner named Randall, but Rick was done playing. He saw the
Like-
betrayal
like
coming.
Rick
and
gave him-
in a
gave
tragic
him
defense,
multiple
Rick stabbed
chances.
Shane right
He
in the
fucking
chest.
up.
It was a deserved end for a man consumed by jealousy and darkness. Milton Mamet.
Milton,
Mamet's death was a
I
sad
don't care
case of
about.
too little, too late. He was the governor's smart scientist who knew all the terrible things
He
happening.
was
in
like
Woodbury,
smart and
but
dumb
was
at the
too
same
scared
time.
to stop them. He only found his courage when it was over. After he finally tried to warn people, the governor beat him and then stabbed him. But the governor didn't finish the job. He left Milton bleeding out in a room with Andrea, knowing Milton would turn into a walker. And that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Milton reanimated and bit Andrea.
That's how you
which
know
led
the
to
governor would do anything. Kill his own people.
His final, weak act of defiance ended up killing the person he was trying to save. The wolves. The wolves are a wild
wolves,
pack of twisted
yeah,
killers who
these
go
is
around
crazy-ass
carving
people.
W's into people's foreheads with knives just because they get a kick out of it. They believe the zombie apocalypse means everyone's got to go back to being savage, so they slaughter whole communities, gut folks alive, and chop up bodies for fun. One day, while Rick's crew is busy herding walkers away, these lunatics storm Alexandria, swinging machetes,
Yeah, they came out of
axes,
nowhere, too.
hacking innocent residents to bits in their own homes. But they picked the wrong day. Carol dresses up as one
Yes,
of them and
sir.
starts picking them off like it's nothing. Morgan
W.
fights a few
Carroll.
hand-to-hand, and the rest get mowed down by guns or eaten by the horde they accidentally let in. The survivors. Rick finishes the last ones
Morgan,
later, and we
yeah.
can't say they didn't deserve it.
Morgan
Gage.
different.
Gage
Gage.
was a troubled, cowardly hilltop teen who survived the Whisper War, only to become a bitter bully. He was part of a group that ambushed and beat up Lydia, blaming her for the deaths of his friends. His deserved death came during a desperate mission to Meridian. When the group was trapped in a subway tunnel, Gage got separated and, in a blind panic, ran, stealing their remaining ammo and supplies. However,
Yeah,
his
it's
escape was
over.
cut short when
Yeah,
he
this-
ran into a locked train car, followed
Yep.
by a huge herd of walkers he accidentally let in.
Nah, nigga.
He was trapped, facing Maggie, the woman he had treated so horribly. He
don't try
begged,
to-
"I'll do better, please." But Maggie refused to open the door,
Yeah.
knowing it would doom everyone else. Instead of facing the consequences of his actions or fighting the walkers, Gage drew a knife and stabbed himself, crying, "Liar," at Maggie before being immediately devoured. He died an absolute coward, justly overwhelmed by the threat he was too selfish to face.
Yep.
Officer Gorman. Officer Gorman was the worst kind of person at Grady Memorial.
Yep.
While Don was the strict boss, Gorman was the creep
R.P.
who
Beth.
enjoyed hurting people. His favorite thing to do was to find the new, scared patients like Beth and corner them. He would say they owed the hospital for saving them, and that the payment he wanted was for them to be with him. He was a bully with a badge and a nasty smile.
Imagine you in the hospital, you gotta deal with this shit, man. From an officer, man. That's crazy.
So his death was a big good riddance moment. He tried to force himself on Beth in an office, thinking he had all the power, but Beth fought back hard, smashing a glass jar over his head and knocking him out cold. The kicker? He woke up just as a walker. Joan, a woman he had hurt before, was right there.
Yep.
She bit him, and that was it. He was ended by the very kind of violence he loved to hand out. It was a fitting end for a guy like that. Joe, leader of the Claimers. Joe leads the Claimers, a nasty
Yeah, he
gang of
deserved his
marauders who
death.
live by claimed rules. Steal anything you want, no lying, or get beaten bad. He's a ruthless boss, letting his guys rape and murder for kicks while hunting down anyone who crosses them. They track Rick after he kills one of theirs, catch up at night, and surround Rick, Michonne, Carl, and Daryl. Joe holds Rick at gunpoint, laughing about beating Daryl to death, raping Michonne and Carl, then killing Rick. But Rick goes wild, headbutts
with
him,
demon
fights
mode,
back, and sinks his teeth into Joe's neck, tearing out his jugular in a bloody spray.
Yes, sir.
Joe bleeds out quickly and the rest of his crew gets wiped. We can say Rick bit back. Alpha,
yeah.
Alpha's death was perfect payback for one of the show's
Yeah,
worst
she was doing too
monsters.
much
Her most
too.
evil act was cutting the heads off 10 people and putting them on pikes. Her end was a clever trap set by Carol, who sent Negan to join the Whisperers. Alpha fell for it, thinking Negan was on her side. When he got her alone, he slit her throat, kissed her,
Negan got
cut
his
her
ass, her ass, man.
She got the same horrible end she gave to others. Gregory was the
I didn't
original
really care
self-serving
about
leader of the
the
Hilltop,
selfish.
whose entire reign was defined by arrogance and cowardice. He caved immediately to Negan, regularly betrayed his own people to the Saviors, and never lifted a finger to fight
You
a
cannot
Walker or
trust
Kane.
him,
His
bro.
ultimate act of desperation and his deserved death came when he tried to hire a grieving citizen to murder Maggie, who had rightfully replaced him as leader. Maggie caught him, put him on trial, and ordered his execution by hanging.
Yep, he deserved it.
For the love of God!
Nope,
Stop it!
that's your
It was a
fault.
cold, hard dose of justice that established a new strong order at the Hilltop. He died begging, stripped of the power he never deserved. Jadis. Jadis started as the bizarre,
Yeah, I hate
trash-dwelling
this.
leader of
I
the
hate her,
Scavengers,
man. I
a
hate
group
this,
that lived by
man.
the motto, "We take, we don't bother." She was a master manipulator who constantly switched sides, betraying Rick multiple times to the Saviors. However, her most unforgivable act was her role in the CRM, where
Yep,
she transitioned
this
from
whole
a quirky
time.
survivor into a cold-blooded, high-ranking officer responsible for mass genocide. Her death in the ones
She
who
was
lived
faking
a
it
long
this whole
coming.
time.
After years of chasing power and trying to wipe out anyone who threatened the CRM's secrecy, she was finally outmaneuvered. During a final confrontation, she was fatally wounded during a struggle, suffering a slow and painful realization
she
that her new
deserved
world was
that.
crumbling. In her final moments, she regained a shred of her humanity, but it didn't save her. She died from a walker bite and a gunshot, finally paying the price for the thousands of lives she helped extinguish in the name of the greater good.
Yep.
Negan's top lieutenants. Simon was killed by
Simon.
Negan himself. After Simon massacred the Scavengers against orders, Negan challenged
Yeah,
him
that
to a
nigga.
fight. Negan beat him to death with his bare hands. Arat was executed by Maggie. When the war ended, Maggie gathered the surviving saviors. She remembered Arat as the one who killed a young boy at the Oceanside community. So Maggie ordered for her to be killed as justice.
Daryl, Maggie!
Yeah, all these deaths, nobody cared about
Gavin
right
was
here.
in charge of the kingdom. After the Saviors lost, he tried to run. Morgan, who was broken by Gavin's actions, chased him down and cornered him, set to kill him. Suddenly, Henry showed up from behind and stabbed Gavin in the back of the neck. Dawn Lerner.
Yeah,
Dawn
Henry is
Lerner was
different.
the crooked cop running Grady Memorial Hospital.
Fucking
She
kill
kept
Beth,
control by
dumbass,
abusing and
man.
manipulating people. She forced survivors like Beth to work off fake debts, claiming it was for their protection. But really, she kept order through threats and lies. She got what was coming to her during a hostage swap. When Dawn went back on the deal and tried to keep Noah, Beth fought back and stabbed her. Dawn fired her gun in panic, killing Beth.
Yep.
Seeing
I think
this,
she did
Daryl
that on
Dixon
purpose, to be
immediately
honest.
shot Dawn in the head. Aiden Monroe.
Aiden, I
was an
didn't
early
even care
leader in
about.
Alexandria, but he was too bossy and not very smart.
Yeah,
He had
that
already
ain't
caused
that
the
nigga
death
don't
of
even know what
4
he was
friends
doing,
because he
bro.
was too careless. In one mission, he saw a tough zombie. Even though others told him to
He
stop,
kept
Aiden
shooting.
kept shooting at the zombie with his gun. He
Dumb.
ended up shooting a grenade that was tied to the zombie. The grenade blew up and Aiden was badly hurt. He was stuck on sharp metal bars. As zombies came to eat him, Aiden finally admitted he was a coward and that he was the reason his friends died. He was then eaten, which many people felt was a
deserved it,
deserved
bro.
end for being so reckless
Yep.
and causing so much harm. Nicholas. Nicholas was that super cowardly dude from Alexandria whose fear got people killed. Remember when he basically
Nicholas
caused Noah's death by
killed
trapping
Noah,
him
bro.
with walkers? Then he even tried to murder Glenn
Fuck
to
you,
keep
Nicholas,
Rick's group
man.
from
Fuck
exposing
you.
his lies. Glenn, being Glenn, tried to help him turn things around, but during a massive walker attack, Nicholas totally freaked out. Trapped on top of a dumpster with Glenn, his anxiety hit maximum overdrive. Instead of facing the horde, he whispered a quick, "Thanks," and then blam, shot himself in the head.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The ultimate jerk move? His falling body took Glenn down right into the sea of walkers. Seriously, he couldn't even die without being selfish. Deserved that. The cannibals.
Yeah, he was selfish. I ain't gonna lie.
Gareth and his cannibals at Terminus lured survivors
Oh, yeah,
with promise
cannibals,
of safety,
yeah.
only to butcher
Eating
and eat them.
people.
Their deserved end came when Rick's group hunted them down. After escaping Terminus, Gareth's group followed them to a church. Rick set a trap and ambushed them. Cornered and begging for mercy, Gareth got exactly what he promised others.
I already made you
Yeah,
a promise.
RP ball.
Rick used his red-handled machete to hack Gareth to death, fulfilling his vow. The rest of the cannibal hunters were gunned down in the fight. They turned people into food and became corpses themselves. Sebastian Milton was the spoiled son of the
Sebastian.
Commonwealth's leader. He thought he was better than everyone else and constantly used people for his own gain. He tricked 30 to 40 people into a deadly mission to get money for himself, and they all died. When his terrible secrets were finally exposed, he got angry and chased after a woman named Max, who had helped expose him. He even pushed her toward a zombie. However, Max's friend, Eugene, saved her and shoved the zombie onto Sebastian instead. Sebastian desperately yelled for help from the crowd, but because of his past cruelty, no one helped him.
Time to die.
He was bitten on the neck and died. A fitting end for the privileged bully who finally faced the consequences of his actions. If you enjoyed the video, YouTube thinks you'll love this one.
Alright, y'all, that's it all. Make sure you like and subscribe. You already know what to do. And then easy out. Peace.